What's up, Schwing Dynasty? A little commish talk here, talking the trades that have gone down finally. It's a little bit late, but do want to make sure I get that conversation in, update the trades. I think one of the great things about this league that I am finding, and it's a testament to all of you guys, is that this is a fun league. I really enjoy it because of the interaction and because of the activity. I feel like this is a committed ownership group. It's not fun to play fantasy football with people who are not into it and not invested in it and taking it, really wanting to win. It's not fun to if you win this league, you're playing against people who care. They're not just trading their team away for nothing. They're not. You guys have strategies. You have plans. You stick to it. I like it. It's good. It makes our league competitive, which makes it fun. And, a lot of times competitive leagues require a financial buy-in, and I think it is a testament to you guys in our league that we're having a competitive league, a really fun league, without a financial buy-in, and that's impressive to me. So good on you guys, and these trades are just an example of people looking at their teams differently. It's why I wanted to be in a dynasty league. People with different plans. It's not all this year. So we're going to get into some of that and look at what's happening. But I just want to say that I'm just thoroughly enjoying being in this league with y'all, and hope it keeps up. When we look at probably the least, I don't want to say the least serious, but, well, maybe not. He's definitely not getting worked up, but he wants to win. I know that. Mark is in this league for the fun, more boobs, for some shit talk, and when probably the least fired up about it at time, or not the least. I don't know. I don't want to get into his mental state about this, but the fact that he is just as invested in this makes this such a good league, because when the taco of the league takes it real seriously and is also an awesome taco of the league, that sounds pretty messed up, but that just makes the league that much better because everyone's gunning for it. So just a little thought, this league's it's building nicely, it's going well. Keep up, and keep wanting to win, keep wanting to bring that title home, because that in the end, along with more boobs and more fun, is a big part of this. The competition, talking trash, wanting to win, wanting to beat everybody. So it's a sweet feeling too, winning this league. I'll tell you that now. You should all want that feeling, because I'm still loving it. I'm still riding high on it. Anyways, let's get into some trade talks here. Okay, I'm gonna go. The first one I'm gonna look at was the furthest back, which was JD and Sean. Very interesting trade. JD obviously took my analysis of his running back room to heart and made a move to change it for the better this year, which is great for his team this year. I think it's going to help him win a couple more games for sure. I worry about the long-term impact of this, because does it move JD into a title competition window right now? I hope so for him, because it's Mark Ingram, who we got is a rental in a lot of ways, a really good rental, but it is a rental. I mean, this is like back in the day, going to Blockbuster Video and renting Grand Theft Auto. It's amazing, but you got to take it back. And you're not going to get the full meal deal out of it when you have to rent it. And unlike Blockbuster, you can't just rack up some late fees that you never intend to pay. So JD gets Mark Ingram and a 2022 second-round pick, and Sean gets a 2021 first-round pick and a 2022 first-round pick. I probably would like this deal better for JD if it had been a 2021 second-round pick that he got, because I think he's going to need to replace Mark Ingram or one of his other running backs this coming year, and he'll want that extra pick to do that. But JD instantly makes his running back core better. He's got Lamar Jackson. He still needs some help with the wide receivers, but he's got a competitive team. He's got a team that can win every week, because if Todd Gurley's right, if Melvin Gordon's getting the work, Mark Ingram will, at least at the start of the year, get the work. Now for Sean, though, getting 2 first-round picks out of a 30-year-old running back is pretty outstanding. And yeah, he did give up a second-round pick, and I guess it'll depend on JD's position. If JD doesn't do well, then that second-round pick will end up being the end of the second round. If JD does well in the next couple of years, that second-round pick might be the top of the second round and be damn near close to a first-round pick. So if I had to pick the side I would want in this, I guess the question is, would I give up? I mean, obviously you're not trading a 2022 second for a 2022 first, So Sean wins that part. He gets the 2022 first over the 2022 second, to simplify that. So the question is, would you trade a first rounder this year for Mark Ingram? And I know for my team I would, because I feel like Mark Ingram would put me over the top to being the clear-cut favorite right now if I could slide Mark Ingram in. I don't even know, though. J.K. Dobbins is coming in. I think at this point, if I was JD, I'd probably rather have the first-round pick. But that's because I probably have a different take on his team than he does, and I'd be kind of more building. But some people go for the rebuild, and some people go for the reload. And JD's trying to load in some bullets and get a run at it this year, and I hope it works for him. It is a ballsy trade. I love that. It is a ballsy trade. It gets talk going in the league. So overall, I think I'd rather have Sean's side of this deal. But it's really close, and it just depends on the work Mark Ingram gets this year. If he holds J.K. Dobbins off, J.K. Dobbins is the consummate backup this year. Not even if he's not getting replaced by the year's end, then I like JD's side in this trade if it helps him win right now. So we'll see. This is a we'll see type of thing, but they all are when it's trades. The next trade we're going to go into is I almost skipped. Probably the number one thing that I like about this trade is that it has to make Mark look at his decision to cut Mark Ingram again and just think, well, I see that I do not value Mark Ingram the way other people do, and instead of just dropping Mark Ingram, Mark Virgin could be sitting on a couple of fresh first-round picks or maybe another player right now. So food for thought. Read the league, figure out who people might be interested in, and at least next year, in the lead up to the cuts, maybe throw a couple offers around. You never know who values a player differently than you do. That is one of the hard things about trading. You might see a guy who you think is pure gold and no one else will give you anything for him, and you might be after a guy who that no one else wants, and it is hard to figure that out. That's what makes trading tough. So anyways, next question, next trade is between Adam and Daryl. So Daryl receives Kenyon Drake and a 2022 third-round pick. And Adam gets David Johnson and 2 first-round picks, 2021 and 2022. Kenyon Drake is 26 years old, and David Johnson is 28 years old. Kenyon Drake does not have a major injury history. David Johnson does. They are both on newish teams. Kenyon Drake is in an ideal situation, in my opinion, and David Johnson is in the best situation probably he could find himself in. Bill O'Brien likes to use a bell cow running back. David Johnson's the best running back on that team, talent-wise, if his health can hold up. So I think they both have a potential to have very good years. I would much more heavily expect Kenyon Drake to have a big year, and that's obvious based on the trade dynamics because Daryl gave up 2 first-round picks to get him. For Adam, who has Ezekiel Elliott, really good running back room, he looked at his team and said, you know what, David Johnson could have a fine year. Yes, Kenyon Drake is great, but 2 first-round picks for a team in Daryl that I would project to be in the middle of the league. And so next year, Adam could be looking at a top 3 pick with his pick and a top 6 pick with Daryl's pick for Kenyon Drake. And then to have that again the year after that, I know Daryl would be hoping that he's doing much better than that and maybe moving up towards a championship. So I like this trade a lot for both teams. I think it's perfect for each team. Daryl has the quarterback, excuse me. He's got really good starting wide receivers. The depth is an issue, but he's got really good starting wide receivers. And now Daryl has 2 running backs in Aaron Jones and Kenyon Drake. And he's got David Montgomery that he can put in there for flex position or sub weeks. So he's got a very solid running back room. And instantly, this moves Daryl up. So what I was saying before about how he might be the number 6 pick, I think this I'd have to look at the rankings I projected before because I do not believe anymore that Daryl will miss the playoffs. I think Daryl now makes the playoffs with Kenyon Drake in his lineup. So where does he end up? Is it at the number 6 spot? At the number... I would put him up as high as number 3 with this addition. I think Kenyon Drake is about to have a monster year. He's 26 years old, but the guy has not been used heavily. He does not have a lot of tread on the tires for a 26-year-old running back. Usually at 26, that's where I'm starting to get nervous about a player if they've had injury history. We've seen some players drop off at that age, but I think that Kenyon Drake is in the perfect offense for him with a coach who wants to use him. After he came to Arizona, he was the running back number 3 overall for those weeks after he came to Arizona. So Daryl now has Aaron Jones, who, despite the fact that a touchdown regression is coming, there's no doubt about it, it has to come. I'll make a bet with Daryl about that he's not running for 16 touchdowns this year. And Daryl, we can figure out what that bet is. We could do some sort of a challenge bet. He's not running for 16 touchdowns this year, and he will not finish as the running back 2 or 3 or whatever he is. Now, he's good. He's a good running back, but I'm willing to bet heavily on that. And but he's still going to be a good running back. He's still going to have a workload. So having Aaron Jones is having Kenyon Drake. Daryl has a great running back starting too. Great backup with David Montgomery, a workhorse type of running back, going to have a ton of big workload. And then he's got Tyreek Hill and his wide receiver room. Plus he's got Patrick Mahomes. So how long does he get Kenyon Drake for? That's always a big question with running backs. This is a expensive price to pay for a running back. In my opinion, wide receivers last longer. Wide receivers tend to be worth more in trades to me. But this is a win now type of trade for Daryl, and for Adam, it's a build for the future, give up a hard piece, but it's not like he's making his team that much less competitive this year. David Johnson could have a very fine year. Adam wasn't, in my opinion, going to be challenging for the title this year, so he made a very smart decision to plan for the future. He's still got some nice young pieces. Needs to get better at quarterback in the long run. He still has Drew Brees this year, but building for the future, setting up a nice little team maybe down the road here. So I like it. I like it for both of them. I think it's a very well constructed trade for both of them, and it will be judged almost immediately based on Daryl's finish this year. For Daryl, I think this is what is this going to do for him this year, because the immediacy of running backs and the short shelf life of running backs. And Adam, well, it's going to take a little bit longer to find out how he uses these picks, but he's got them. He's got the flexibility to build his team, which he already had a good number of picks anyways. So that's that, guys. I think they were wonderful trades. Very interesting. Get the league talking. I like it. Well done. I applaud both of you sets of people, JD and Sean, Daryl and Adam. Bringing some excitement to the league. So, very interesting. We got our best ball draft this weekend. I've heard they're the best balls. People are saying that they're the best balls. So, looking forward to that. If we want to do a Zoom call for that, we certainly can. And I hope you guys are all doing well, staying healthy, just, staying safe. Families are well, wives are well, moms and dads are well, children are well. If you got the children, you got the parents are well, aunts and uncles are well, cousins, second cousins. Hopefully you're not married to your second cousins. If you are, you're in the wrong league, because I will make fun of you a lot about that. Hope your pets are well. Hope your local neighborhood is doing all right. Getting some updates. Sleeper updates are rolling in. I hope you're feeling well. I hope your feet are feeling well. Got some comfortable shoes on. And I guess that's all. I hope your world is doing well. I hope you're planning to rock the vote. Let's not get political on here, but I hope you guys are planning to rock the vote. By that, I mean you're planning to vote for whoever you want. That's your choice. Just do it, Doug. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. I got a wide receiver episode I should do. I don't know if I'm going to. Kind of feeling lack of motivation about my predictions now that things are changing, which is the risk of the prediction shows. So, all right. See y'all soon. Miss you guys. Would love to see some of you in person. All right. Peace out, Schwing Dynasty.